I've been building in Minecraft for quite a while now, but today I want to take every yet so small thing I learned and jump into this game called Hytale. You see, these two are pretty similar except for all this medieval fantasy magic stuff, so the question I want to answer today is, how well can a Minecraft player build in Hytale? Hey, there we go. So the journey begins, and I'm actually not doing it alone. I've brought one of my friends who more or less will be slave during this video, just going along and helping out with stuff. As always, I punched my first tree and then proceeded to craft a pickaxe. Now hold on a second, before we jump into all the survival shenanigans, I actually joined a creative world first, just to get some rough impressions on the building system. Okay, this actually looks like the perfect place to build a house. Hold up. Okay, so when you fly and hold right click, it actually places a lot quicker than usually. Also, you can't interact with blocks by using right click, so whenever I place a trapdoor down and I want to put it in a different state, I have to press F, which is a little bit weird. Okay, nah, apparently I can use tree branches to build. I'm pretty sure that's only in creative, but still, that is so cool. Okay, so what I'm trying to build is almost like a little tavern, very much medieval fantasy inspired. And I have to admit that Hytale's art style is absolutely perfect for that. Okay, so building with slabs is the most annoying thing ever. Now, one cool thing is we have vertical slabs, but the other thing is that these slabs just stick to every surface you place them on. So if I want to place a normal slab like this, or like this, I actually have to press R a bunch of times until I get the version that I want. And also one thing that I hate is that while I do have the slab in the right state right now, if I want to place it underneath this slab, it doesn't work. So yeah, slabs don't stack, which is awful. I mean, that's just so annoying. But yeah, I don't know. Vertical slabs, pretty cool. But I mean, I'm literally just thinking of all the uses that I could have had in my Minecraft build. So yeah, vertical slabs are a huge W for Hytale. It's so fun to play around with them. Also, there's pillars and walls. Now, walls are basically just fences for the stone variants, but the pillars are basically like walls from Minecraft, but they just don't connect, which is pretty cool. I mean, you can do these like very funny designs, I guess. Okay, so we're slowly getting somewhere with the tavern. Now, I really want to experiment with this roof block, which is, I mean, I don't know, it's kind of cool. I definitely see a lot of uses it could have in like gothic cathedral builds, which I mean is most certainly my cup of tea. Okay, so this window block is actually really cool. Now, I haven't found any glass yet. I'm pretty sure, so yeah, I'm pretty sure there is no glass in the game, but you get these like pretty funny window blocks, which I mean, yeah, they look awesome. I feel like there's some statues missing here, and I'm pretty sure that Hytale won't disappoint with them. Yeah, no, not at all. These look absolutely awesome. So I've realized that pillars are just the coolest thing ever, like, that ever existed. I mean, I'm literally just using them everywhere. Okay, so that is our first house that we built in Hytale. Obviously no back, because yeah, didn't feel like doing that. Okay, so with that little warm-up done, let's get back to the actual game. First thing we did was obviously steal the statue out of the spawn cave. Now, what's different from Minecraft is that you actually have to collect these little pebbles to build your first stone pickaxe, so the wood stage is completely skipped. After finding out that PvP is turned off by default, we quickly stumbled across our first cave. Obviously, we took all the copper and did the only rational thing. We just went as deep as possible. I found this like weird red glowing biome, which looked absolutely crazy. Red! Ah! Ooh, red crystal. Huh? What? Huh? Oh, just Lewis. Oh, whoa. Don't die. Huh? So then I found out that every single weapon has a special attack, and this default sword had a pretty cool dash. Oh, careful. And after finally making it out of the cave, we took our first look at the map. I spotted this forgotten temple, so we took a little trip to it. And obviously stole another statue. Oh, who's this guy? And after going through the portal like an absolute idiot and leaving my mate out to die, a whole new world opened in front of my eyes. So I can only guess what this place is, but I think this is like the home dimension of these merchant creatures, I think. Yeah, something like that. Definitely very peaceful in here, and it's not too big. Discover memories. I interacted with a little statue in the middle of the map, and I think this is like a little logbook where I can just see all the animals that I've discovered so far. And that was basically it for this little dimension. Ooh. What's this? Mineshaft? Alright, so this is an abandoned hut. Wait, that's the furnace. Let's go. Alright, so now we can smelt all the copper that we've gathered. Ugh. Okay, so I thought this little mining house could be our base, but after a little while, I kind of realized that this is like a total mob spawner, and there's just a bunch of mobs just like crawling out of the ground all of the time, so we had to move. Oh. Now, my next idea and objective was to build a treehouse. You see, Hytale has these really lovely looking trees, and I mean, I don't know, just thought that would be perfect fit for that. Damn, that sky is nice. Alright, I want to make this branch a little bit more What?! No. Alright, yeah, we're moving again. It's time to move. So after not even traveling a minute, I found this really plain looking structure almost. Like there's nothing special about it. So obviously I made it my base. I mean, come on, that's the whole thing, right? That's all we need. To be fair, it's not that bad. I mean, I can totally imagine like a giant castle being here once. So all we gotta do is get it to its former glory. So we cleaned up the floor. And then we found another abandoned mine building. Although this one was a bit more fun. Now this time we actually decided to move our way down into the mines. But we kinda did it, I guess, unconventionally. Ooh, wait, look up. Inside the mine shaft, there were a lot of different rooms with completely different styles and even ecosystems. There were also a lot of mobs and a few incidents that happened on the way, you know. What? Wait, all your stuff dropped. We died a couple of times, but I think we got most of our stuff back. I also made myself these daggers, which I think are now my main weapon, because they are just so cool. Anyways, after that little mining caving adventure, I totally had enough of dying, so I decided to build a storage room. Alright, this is looking pretty cozy already. Totally gives me the cellar vibes. But in all honesty, I think we have to expand this a little bit. So I painfully had to tear down all the chests again. Hey, I'm low-key feeling this corner behind the stair though. Like, that looks pretty cool. Now, obviously it didn't stop there, so I just decided to make the cellar like 3 times bigger. Now, I'm not kidding when I'm telling you that I literally spent like probably more than an hour just building on this cellar, and this took me ages. But now we got a smelting area, a giant storage area, and all the workbenches, so the cellar got everything we need now. Oh, and did I mention that I got jumped by this weird lava dog? Cinder waste. Woo! Anyways, that was enough base building for me and Shrek, so we decided to go out exploring. I found my first iron ore and confused it with silver. Silver ore. Whoa. What's that? Why is it red? Wait, are these friendly? So we found this weird volcanic biome where there was just lava and deadly creatures everywhere. Oh, is this a structure? Is this a castle? Yes. Wait, look at this. There's something grunting. Oh, I'm out. Huh? So I somehow survived that. Also, there was a ton of iron in this volcanic biome. Okay, we got it here. Oh, but even more of these weird lava dogs. Way more of them. And also this weird boss looking thing. Oh. Okay, we got him, he's dead. So anyways, we mined a bunch of iron, then both did whatever that was, and lost half of it, but now we're back at our base. I went back to this weird village dimension and unlocked some memories. Oh, it's like a logbook. We also tried exploring it a bit more, but yeah, I mean, this is a pre-release and most of it is just work in progress. Not a lot to see in there. So with that dimension being a letdown, we went back to the overworld and started exploring, and actually we found some structures, you know? Ooh. Okay, no, I've actually found something. Hold on, let's go up here. So that's exactly what we did, and after a short journey... Oh. That looks so stupid. Wait, I found a trampoline. We finally arrived. Yo, this looks sick. Oh! Alright, I'm going in. Oh, who's this? Why are they burning? He's dead. Why is everyone going for me? So there's a bunch of intense gameplay now, so I figured I'd use the chance to thank y'all for 10,000 subs. That's just amazing, you know? Thank y'all so much. Yo, that looks sick. So yeah, we went right to the next structure, and that's pretty much the plan for now. Just go and raid all the structures you can find. Now this one kind of reminds me of Minecraft's mansion structure, and this is a pretty hard structure. The enemies were pretty good. We also were kind of low on food supplies, so this was a pretty hard raid overall. I was literally on a single HP by the end of the raid and had not a single scrap of food left, so I had to shoot down birds from the sky, bro. Like, who actually does that for food? All that for one meat. Okay, next structure on the roll is this giant castle, which I'm actually so in love with, and I kind of even want to do a build on there maybe in the future. Who knows? This looks so nice, like the interior. Yo. I see it. Yo, we gotta go there. We have to go there. That looks so cool. Yeah. So that was our next destination, and I can't lie, it's pretty far away. Yo, there's dinosaurs? Wait, is there? I thought it's just a... No, it's a dinosaur. What? I'm getting jumped. He's so fast. What the... What is that? Ain't no way I'm going back down again, though. And so we journeyed through the mountains. Ooh, what? That looks sick. What is this though? Like, we didn't even see that on the map, didn't we? Huh? Nah, that's like an actual build. Dude, Hypixel did such a good job. Oh, I'm almost dead. Oh, ooh. Ooh. That looks so cool with like the eyes. Yo. So this tower was like literally right next to our destination, which means that fate took us here, right? Who's him actually, bro? What? So the enemies were clearly very powerful, and we were even contemplating about leaving the structure, but I had literally no choice but to go in this tower. I mean, who is this guy, bro? Who is he? Just go up. So yeah, we did the next best thing and just started to make our way up the tower, fighting through a bunch of rooms, and we even found some pretty cool stuff. Thorium ore. Dark coffin. Oh, there's some... Okay, it's just a skeleton. Yo, I think we're at the top. Yo, cobalt ingot. Invalid item. What? Gold ore? Okay, so someone explain to me what an invalid item is. What? I guess it's the best item in the game though. It has to be, right? So we reached the top floor, but we thought let's go even higher. So that's what we did. And then Shrek just decided to jump down because why not? He obviously died. I mean, yeah, we all could have guessed that. Bomboclat. Bro just jumped out. What? Oh, GG's. I obviously went my way down perfectly, unlike this guy. Bro, I'm speedrunning this. Time to go. Penguins? Hey! There's penguins. Crazy. Chef stuff. Do we steal it? We steal it 100%. That seems pretty good, doesn't it? Doomed Outlander daggers. What? Okay, that's the jackpot. I think. Wait, I think my silver daggers are actually better. Chili seed bag. Yeah. Chili seeds. Woo. So anyways, I made my way around this Viking village. There wasn't a lot to see though, except like some loot, you know, here and there, and these cool boats. And so we said goodbye to the village and figured it's finally time to go home. What's that? Shrek also found out that you can tame horses just by getting on them, you know, just by pressing F. Don't need a saddle, no nothing. We sorted our riches that we now had plenty of, and after taking one last look at the base, that was my first day. I started off day 2 with decorations, and today it's all about building. You see, I really want to get this base built up to like a full castle, so we gotta start at some point. I discovered this new building hammer, which can cycle through all the block variants of a specific block, which is pretty cool. And obviously I abused it like crazy on the cellar walls. Also, did you notice that I stole the carpet from that one tower that we raided, and now it's in the cellar? So yeah, that's nice. So I low-key felt like a nature documentary channel in the first hour of the session, so I literally just like went around and recorded whatever I saw. I wanted to use it as like b-roll footage in the background when I was talking, but I really didn't, almost never use it in this video except for right now. So yeah, that was definitely not a waste of time. Anyways, I said that we're building today, and that's what we're doing. Now, the structure is made out of this weird limestone that I couldn't find anywhere else except in the structure. Now, luckily, underneath the structure, there's like this pretty nice chamber of it, so I could just mine out like a huge hole underneath the structure, and it wasn't seen from the surface, so we're all good. Okay, so while I was gone, Shrek cleaned up the base a little bit, I guess. And what I mean by cleaned up is he just placed a bunch of torches. And he made this little field with like this wall, which actually looks pretty decent from the inside, but is pretty chopped from the outside, let's face it. I mean, this is just a square. So I'll just tear it down, you know, all of it. So that's exactly what I did. I just tore down Shrek's entire build. Finally, dude, okay. Okay, this doesn't look chopped anymore. Hey, nice. So now we gotta fix the structure up, huh? I think these are 2 towers and there should be a gate between this. Something like that. All right, these are all our building materials, which is a lot, I think. Should be enough, right? That's a ton. And I think we start by fixing up the towers, right? Makes sense. That's a decent tower shape, isn't it? So these towers are on a exact diagonal, which is interesting. Can I make this angle smoother by just spamming slabs? I'm not sure. Like that? Kind of works, no? Alright, so I'm using the roof block, and it's very interesting, but it's also kind of hard to use. And, I don't know, I'm not too happy with this right now, so we definitely gotta fix that. Ooh, okay, now, low-key, I'm cooking right now, I'm cooking, I like this. Nope, that's way too pointy, that's definitely not it. Okay, that's way better. I like this, I do. Okay, now for the second tower, I want to have it be similar in style, but also very different in shape, which is already a little bit of a difficulty since both of the base shapes are the exact same. So what I want to do is I want to expand the second floor 2 out instead of 1. That should change up the whole shape of the second floor and then also the roof. So that would give us the difference. So with the roof on the second tower, I basically made it a 2-story roof, I guess. So we have this one front little roof, and then this tower, and then another roof. Now I have to admit that I forgot to record a little bit, so I kind of moved on to this second structure, and basically what I did is I just took the like second part of the ruin that we had and just slapped a giant rectangle onto it to get that like giant house look. And the roof was also pretty simple, just a basic diagonal roof. On top, I used wood logs and pillars to get this spiky look, and after filling in all of the walls, the base from the inside was also starting to take shape. Next up, I wanted to tackle the walls next to Shrek's garden that he made. So I started by making this little arch and then placing a balcony on top of it. Fixed up the wall and added a little railing, and it is looking much tidier now. Obviously, we still have to tackle a broken section on the right, but not right now, because I feel like the front section of our big house is still missing a lot of detail. Now, while I was building, Shrek kidnapped a baby sheep and made a whole pen for it in our cellar. Oh, beehive? Huh? And detailed with like a bunch of farming items, because Shrek was just farming the whole time while I was building. And I didn't actually know that farming was OP, but building wise it definitely is. You know, you can get leaves, you can just get a lot of detailing blocks by farming, so that was pretty good of him. Now at this point I was actually getting really annoyed that the entrance to our base was like on the left of our arches instead of, you know, inside of our arches, so I just blocked that whole thing up. and made a new entrance. So the next period of time can only be described as the farming era, I guess, as Shrek was completely obsessed with it and forced me to take part, and I actually started liking it too. Now don't worry, I didn't actually start planting fields or anything like that, but you know, we just started to think about the crop area in front of our base and how we can make it into like a pretty nice garden. He basically just showed me all the cool items that you could get with it, and I mean, I can't say it enough. This guy, I don't know what he was doing. He has a sack, and he can put animals inside of that sack and just kidnap them. Like, what? What? Ooh, the tree has grown a lot. What a nice tree, bro. I think it's like a perfect centerpiece to our garden, dude. Like, I'm not even gonna lie. This is looking pretty nice. Okay, so I found this guy in the chest. Who is this, bro? And why does he look sick? Let's place him here. Ooh. Alright, now we can finally tackle the last tower of the structure. To start, let's just demolish the whole chunk the tower is going to be standing in, so we have a clean slate to work on. So I want this tower to have somewhat of a different look than all the other structures in the castle so far. For once, I don't want to use any like roofs or birch blocks in it. I want this to be more of a fortified tower, so something you would use as defense, and I just want to have it be out of stone. I was also playing around with the idea of just using normal cobblestone, which is kind of darker than the limestone we're using right now and would give it a little bit of a pop, but I kind of realized that it was looking a little boring. I don't know, it just didn't fit in. I mean, I know that was the point, but it just didn't look good. So I changed up the base for limestone, but still left the cobble at the very top, and I think it's somewhat doing the job. I also could, you know, change up the cobble for wood, but I'm low-key too lazy to do that, although that would probably also look very good. So it is day 3, and today is finishing up our base time. When I logged on, I saw this really nice garden that Shrek already detailed and, you know, somewhat set up. So I decided to gather a bunch of flowers and also replace the floor. And this is looking quite nice now, although we still have to fully plant the fields, so let's do that. So the way you get seeds, I think, is by going to this workbench. Yep. And then you can, I think, take a flower or a certain crop and then use essence of life, which you get from farming or just killing mobs. Anyways, you basically buy stuff with essence of life in this game, I think. Now, I think there's also eternal seeds, so I think these ones are. Yep. So if I just take them, they literally just still be there forever. And I think they only cost twice as much essence of life as normal seeds, so it's a pretty good trade. And yeah, I think that's what we'll do now. So I got 30 essence of life and 33 wheat. So if I now take this, is that an eternal? Yeah, wheat seed bag eternal. So let's take, can we only make one? How much is that? Is that literally just one wheat? And please don't tell me it's just one seed. Okay. How do you get essence of life? How do you get a lot of it? Oh, maybe you like start off by just crafting a bunch of normal ones and then you farm them for essence of life and wheat, and then you can make eternal ones once you have them, like the resources you need. Okay, so you can also turn the things you farm into essence of life, which is nice. Okay, so while we're farming, I also want to work a little bit on the interior, because I mean, come on, what is this? This doesn't even look that bad. I mean, it's kind of clean since I have worked already a little bit on it, but it's definitely not good, you know. It's far from good. So what even is this room for, though? Like, I'm doing the interior, right? And I've got a staircase, I got a floor down, but what are we even using this for? I mean, we got most of the stuff we need in the cellar, right? I guess we need a bedroom, because I mean, this is just, where are we sleeping, bro? Like, what? But you know, the cellar got a furnace area, storage room, we got our crafting benches, you know. I mean, this cellar is like, it's the goat, you know. We even got this little cage with Fred, I think. There he is, Fred. Sleeping. Why did Fred eat these people? What? Anyways, and so that was the rest of my day 3. Just farming and interior all day. And so with all that progress done, I think we can come to a conclusion for this video. Now, can a Minecraft builder build in Hytale? Of course, bro. It's literally the same game, right? I mean, this is just mod in Minecraft. Let's face it.